The use of data streaming, cloud-based storage, and bandwidth-intensive application has caused need for greater network speed. But to increase network speed, we need what? Faster link. To upgrade to faster links, it is a little bit expensive, I think, as much as I know. To solve this problem, EtherChannel came into picture. So what does EtherChannel do? EtherChannel combine multiple physical links into one logical channel, which give us the ability to load balance our traffic on those links and give us a greater and higher speed. So let's talk about the benefits of EtherChannel. So the first one, you can perform most configuration on the EtherChannel that we configure. You don't have to individually configure on each interface. So load balancing is also possible. You can implement multiple load balancing method, such as we have destination based on destination IP, based on a destination MAC address. We have destination mixed IP ports, source destination IP, source destination MAC, source destination mixed IP port. We have different types. So we can load balance on different types. Like here we have destination IP. What does it mean by destination IP? So by destination IP, it means that if the destination IP is always the same, use that port. If the destination IP changed, use other physical link. So if the destination MAC changed, if it is always the same destination MAC, like in here we have destination MAC, it will always get sent by the same physical link. But if the destination MAC changed, so it will what will happen? So the physical port will change for forwarding the data. EtherChannel provides redundancy. The loss of physical link won't affect our EtherChannel, and we don't need STP recalculation because our port got down. So if one link in our EtherChannel is up, so the STP will look at it as an EtherChannel or a port channel, and will not think of it as one individual link. So to establish EtherChannel, we have three mechanisms: LUCP, PUCP, and static on. LUCP is link aggregation control protocol, PUCP is port aggregation protocol, and static on is the manual version of EtherChannel. So let's start with the LUCP. LUCP is link aggregation control protocol, which enables several physical links to get combined into one logical interface or into one logical channel. LUCP is an IEEE 802.3AD protocol. So LUCP control packets are exchanged between switches over EtherChannel capable port. LUCP assigns rules to the EtherChannel ports. The switch with the lowest priority is allowed to make decisions or become active according to their port priority. The lower priority means higher priority. It feels a little bit confusing, but the lower the priority is, the demand of that port is a lot, and that port is considered that have a higher priority. Like that. Commonly, up to 16 ports can be assigned to one EtherChannel, which 8 physical ports of them are active, and 8 ports of it is what? In standby mode. LUCP operation in 2 modes: active and passive. Active send request to connected LUCP ports. Passive is like that the port will wait for request to get sent to it or to get received by it, and it will respond to it for LUCP negotiation. And I also forget that LUCP group ports with the same speed, duplex, VLAN, range, and native VLANs. It won't combine or bundle ports with different specifications. So if you want to configure it, here is how you can configure it. So we have these 2 switches, switch 1 and switch 2. These ports are connected, and let's configure it. Interface range, Ethernet 0x1 up to 2. Enter. Channel group 1. Mode passive. Interface port channel 1. Switch port trunk encapsulation.1q. Switch port mode trunk. And on another switch, you can configure it like this: interface range Ethernet 0x1 to 2, and channel group 1 mode active. Interface port channel 1. Switch port trunk encapsulation.1q. Switch port mode trunk. PUCP is port aggregation protocol. Provide the same capabilities as LUCP to us, the Cisco proprietary protocol that works only on Cisco switches. PUCP bundles or group the ports with the same speed, VLAN range, native VLAN, and what do we call that? The last one? And trunking status type. So PUCP have several modes: R2, desirable, and we have another mode known as silent. So let's come to the first one, desirable or R2. the same thing. So desirable. Desirable send what? Negotiation message. R2 do what? Wait for requests. So let's come to the next one, which is silent. You can configure a port for non-silent operation by configuring the non-silent keyword. Using non-silent mode in PUB results in faster establishment when connecting to another switch. And if you want to configure your PUB, so here is how you can configure it. So here we have two switches. So interface range Ethernet 0x1 to 2, channel group 1, mode R2, interface port channel 1, switch port, trunk encapsulation .1Q, switch port, mode, trunk. And on other switch, you can also do it like the same way. Interface range Ethernet 0x1 to 2, channel group 1, mode, desirable, interface port channel 1, switch port, trunk encapsulation .1Q, switch port, mode, trunk. And if you also want to configure your non-silent mode, you can configure it by going to the same interface that you have gone before. Channel group A1, mode, R2, non-silent. And on another side, you can read also the same channel group 1, mode, desirable, non-silent. So if you wanted to see your EtherChannel, if it is configured or not, you can see it like this by typing the command show EtherChannel summary. So in here, it will show you that it is what we call that in upstate or in downstate. So in here, as you can see, my EtherChannel is configured and it is in SU state. S stands for layer 2 and U means in use. So if you configure it quite right, and as I told you right now, so it will show you like this. So let's come to the static mode. So EtherChannel static on mode can be configured on a switch when we want to force a port to join into an EtherChannel without negotiation with the device. So we configure static on mode whenever a switch don't support PUB or LUGP. It forces the port to join the EtherChannel. In both devices should get configured as static on mode. Ports that are configured in static on mode, they should have the same characteristics such as speed and duplex. If their speed and duplex is not the same, even though we configure static on mode, then for them to join the EtherChannel, it will not join the EtherChannel and it will get into what mode? Into suspended mode. And if you wanted to configure the static mode on, so here's how you can configure it. Interface range Ethernet 0x1, Ethernet 0x2, channel group 1, mode on, interface port channel 1, and you can type switch port trunk encapsulation .1Q and switch port mode trunk. On both sides, other side we also configure like interface range Ethernet 0x1 up to 2 and channel group 1, mode on, and interface port channel 1, switch port trunk encapsulation .1Q, switch port mode trunk. And here is how you can configure your static on EtherChannel. And if you want to see the statistic of your channel, you can type the command show EtherChannel summary. By typing this command, you'll be able to see the statistic of your EtherChannel as I told you before. So let's get into some LUGP advanced feature. It is possible to tune LUGP further to improve the overall behavior. So let's come to the first one. We have LUGP fast. By default, LUGP send out packet in 30-second range or like hello time each 30 seconds. But if that 30 second expired 3 times, like we have 90 seconds, LUGP first give us the ability to reduce that time to 1 and 3 seconds. The hello time will become 1 and the hold down time will become like 3 seconds. And the connection will get up faster and get down faster. If the port is down, it will shut down the port in 3 seconds. So this is the benefit of what? LUGP fast. And we should configure it on the both sides. So let's come to maximum physical force in a channel. Or like if you have 16 physical links connected between 2 switches and we type the command maximum bundle to 8. So 8 ports will be in active state and 8 ports in what? In hot standby state. So let's come to LUGP system priority. So LUGP system priority identify which switch will become the master switch in our EtherChannel. So what does the master switch do? So it will select which ports in the EtherChannel should be in hot standby mode or inactive mode. So this is the ability that LACP system priority gave us. And the lower the priority, the better it is. And we have another feature known as LACP port priority. So LACP port priority enable the master switch to select which port should be in active state in our EtherChannel. So if you want to manually configure the ports in to which port should be in active state and which port should be in hot standby port state, we change their what to their port priority. So guys, if you want to configure the LACP first on your EtherChannel, so here is how you can configure it. So by typing the command interface range Ethernet name 0 to 2 and LACP rate first. So by doing that, you will be able to enable the LACP first. So if you want to see the LACP first, that is it configured on your switch or not, by typing the command show LACP internal, it will show you that the flag that you can see in the channel group 1, but down here, port Ethernet 0x1 and 0x2, you can see the flags FA. F means what? Device is requesting fast LACP video. And you will be able to enable what? LACP fast. So guys, if you want to configure the maximum interface on your switch, here's how you can configure it. So interface, port channel 1, port channel maximum length 8. So by typing this command, you will be able to configure the maximum interface on your port channel. And if you want to see that how much interface that I have configured as maximum interface, by typing the command show EtherChannel summary. So if you want to configure your system ID, here is how you can configure it. By typing the command LACP system priority 1. So the lower the priority, the better it is. So if you want your switch or your switch to become the master directly, you can just configure the system priority to 1. And if you wanted to see your priority, just by typing the command show LACP sys ID, it will show you that your priority is what? 1. And your switch will become what? A master switch. So guys, if you wanted to configure LACP port priority, here's how you can configure it. Going to the interface, like we have interface ETH 0x1 and LACP port priority 1. So by typing this command, the port priority will become 1, and this port will by guarantee go into what? In the active mode in our EtherChannel. And if I want to see the status of it, show EtherChannel summary. So thank you guys for watching. This was all about today's video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you found this video useful, like, subscribe, and share this video with your friend. And if you have any problem, you can comment down below, and I will, not immediately I can say, but I will just answer you if I have time. So thank you guys for watching. Until next time, bye bye.